Fit again, and hello, it's Vo, and welcome back to Ted Minka's Collection Adventure! We're gonna pick up where we left off from last time. Millie was feeding Mr. Moo, taking care of the house a little bit, making sure all the critters are well fed. This is looking nice. Do like our tree with the lanterns. We're almost there with Mansion Baron. Just a couple more things we need to get done. We're working away on our jungle artifacts. Did get quite a few on our trip. Hopefully it's going to be enough to finish off the collection. We can focus on other things. Remove Mr. Moo. Thankfully keeping it intact. And we can go in and get another tree. It's going to hopefully help us get past the requirement of money spent on landscaping. I want to place it in a way that doesn't interfere with or other tall objects. We're on to the next stage now. Watch us to get a load of windows. And this is the only place we've got that we can put any windows really. We've got to find a place to move our optical illusion to. Find somewhere that makes sense. Do it in our games room. That's a sort of fun room anyway. I'm going to move our fire prevention system utility unit, our thermostat. That's going to give us all the wall space we need to spam a whole bunch of really small windows. Wants us to have 30 windows. We'll just pop out as many as we can along here. And it's still making sense. And sort of follow the diagonal of where the window goes. There we go, it should be more than enough. There we go. So we really don't need this extra tree. It'd be nice to have two large trees at the back, so all four corners were covered, but yeah, we really don't need it. The next stage is to get columns. We only really need the 4 that we've got. I guess we could run columns all the way around the outer perimeter of the building itself, separating the proper garden with the tree line from the house stuff. I've set it up before where you use the awnings. I've just completed that. Done Mansion Baron. We'll get back to Fabulously Filthy. It's more likely we're going to get that done than anything else, I think. So I want to spread out these columns in a way that we try and still use them all. But we create spaces where we would want to walk in and out. Separate these areas a little bit as best we can. Yeah, as I say, the plan is to use the sort of trellises, these little awnings, to go in between all the pillars. Create like a separation. It only wants to go for the actual edge of the lot. It completely ignores the pillars. So after a couple of minutes of trying to get it to work. Yep, we give up on that. Just delete all the pillars, get the cash back for it. Move Mr. Moo. Sometimes the cow plants are a bit fiddly. If you move things around them, sometimes they sort of despawn. Move some of these windows. Again, we can keep them all. But yeah, we can move them around a little bit. Redistribute them. I'm trying to get some more furniture popped down in the garden. We better know the space that we're working with. Just need to get the trees done. The plants are pretty much set in stone now. Make sure they're all arranged properly. Get a little reindeer sculpture tucked away in between two trees. Finally a forever home for it. So get back to working on the old jungle artifacts. It takes a little longer than I would like. At least we've got Millie to take care of everything else. Stops any of our other dependents running low on food. So magically repaired our furniture that we've popped out. Repario is a godsend. Fire somewhere. It's always downstairs. Not our precious kitchen too. Thankfully Millie's close by. It's a bit of a race between her and the fire prevention system. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know if having smoke alarms in every room, as it suggests, would help any. Wonder of Repario. Fixed up, no problem. As though there was never anything happened. So we head to Mount Komorebi. Slight snow going on. It still doesn't seem to count as inclement weather, which is a bit of a disaster. It still doesn't want to accept that we're max level. Snowboarding, skiing and rock climbing. It's a bit disappointing, but never mind. On our way home we hit up a museum. We'll steal ourselves a T-Rex head. Fantastic. So we pop it down in our museum area. It takes up a lot of space, much like our giant space rock. We'll go through and get rid of any duplicate gnomes that we've got. We'll pop the others into our household inventory to better carry them upstairs. Move them all one by one. Get them set up, worshipping the bird bath. This is looking okay. We have still some bits and bobs in our household inventory. Get tidied up over time. It's Winterfest, so we get the old standard holiday meal out. Grab ourselves a serving. Millie's got herself an easel for one of her presents. Actually suits her. Sure, it's just luck, but yeah, I do like it when that happens. So we tried to instant upgrade for the first time. Got a aromatherapy function. You can use different oils to get into different moods. Could be useful. You can use sage to get into the focused mood. That seems useful. We also want to get our prints, our space prints. Another person texting Millie about donating a simoleon. We fair get through people. That pyramid scheme. We discovered our bushes of emotions are actually trees of emotions. I don't know if each tree gives off multiple different types of berries. Well, it's only one single berry. We'll find out soon enough. We're tidying things up. There's a poster hiding behind this tree. We'll get that put downstairs. A few of the things we've found dumpster diving. Ornamental things. Get them tucked out. A few more of these windows. We'll try and move around and find a place for. Don't like how much room this giant T-Rex head takes up. Move it to the sort of entranceway to the museum. Don't know if that makes more sense. It's certainly better than dominating that corner. Gave him to his own devices for 2 minutes. And he's knitting by the edge of the pool. Fantastic. So we get on with the Christmas stuff. Got to open presents. Speak to Santa. Yeah, nice to get more ornamental stuff. Our first use of our fireplace. It's a great success. Santa actually does come in through that fireplace. Even though it's not inside. Still counts, which is something. We have some fun interactions with Santa. Tell him a tale. It's Millie the Salvadorian culture skill. It's a bonus. Santa starts using our computer in our little office. So we lock the door to the vault room. Not that we don't trust Santa. Millie summons another Day of the Dead celebrator, but doesn't know about it. Again, just hoping that the skull is going to appear in the inventory. Ted's been searching for the truth too much. Truth finds him. Returns him safe and sound. There's no moodlets indicating that he's going to be eaten for 2 or anything like that. Let's move things around again a little bit. I'm going to pop down a few money trees. Now that we know we're going to need space for a few more trees of emotion. Want to get a second plasma fruit tree as well. It's going to help when Ted eventually takes up vampirism. Then we're going to sell off the remaining cursed money fruit. Hopefully that'll stop them multiplying. Monka has come back as a ghost. So sweet. He's come back to see Millie, it looks like, rather than Ted. So she can have normal interactions. But when Ted tries to click on her, I think because she's in the middle of an interaction with Millie, it's not happening. You can only open the sim profile. Oh, cute, even in ghost form. Bless. Yeah, hopefully that can be a regular thing. The ghost of Monka can return. At least Tofu's still with us. Running around sprightly for being an elderly cat. Clement Frost is hanging around, stalking us, crying and stuff. I don't know why. Try to find the option to invite him in. Would help us inviting a guest when we have a dirty house. But for some reason the invite in isn't one of the options. So well, I'm afraid you're gonna have to just stay there. And we get back to authenticating artifacts. And when we get focused, we go searching the skies, trying to get these last 2 prints. The power of boredom from being on the lot for too long and not adventure in other places. It's overpowering his focused moodlets. It's a bit of a disaster. Get Billy to actually plant these things. Pretty good at popping down plantables, but not actually planting them. Gonna dispose of some of the melted candles that are hanging around as well. Yeah, generally, life of servitude for poor Millie. At least we're keeping on top of things. Filling Whiska's 5's food before we get a notification that it's starving to death. Ted's working away. Just get to go for a nap in between. As I say, it does take a little bit too long to unearth these artifacts and to authenticate them. I think it should take 60 to 75% of the time that it does, especially when you're level 10 Archaeology. You'd think you'd be able to do it a lot faster. It sucks that we've got so many mailed to us, that we're doing other things in between our trips out to Selvadrada. So we're building up a lot that get sent to us from the museum. When we get our own, we've got the option that we can send them off to go and get authenticated, probably by someone at the museum. So I don't know why we're just sending them back and forth. It'd be easier for the museum just to hire someone, authenticate their own artifacts. There doesn't seem to be a way of turning it off, you know. Doesn't seem to be optional. It's supposed to be a perk, but it's a bit of a curse in itself. Once we get the collection completed, might just ignore it when they send them to us. Maybe they'll stop after we stop authenticating them and sending them back to them. We'll see how it goes. So make a donation. Mana's calling us. It's a spice festival. Wouldn't normally be interested, but hey, it's Mana. Potential love interest. So we arrive. We're going to do a magical interaction. Easy way. We don't need the magic XP, but easy icebreaker. And all of a sudden, she's not a spellcaster anymore. Like what? The romance is off. I have to come back next time and find someone else to romance. Until then, take it easy. See you in the next one.